In order to build a million or multi-million dollar agency, you don't need to learn a million different skills. You just need to master 6 of them. But how do I really know that? All of our most successful agency owners train and improve these skills regularly. And if you pay attention, you can see that other successful agency owners possess these skills as well. So today I'm going to explain the different skills that you need at each stage of your growth, so you can focus on the right skills at the right time, and not only scale your agency, but lead a happy team and have fun with your agency again. So the first skill that you are going to need gives you the foundation to build all of the other business skills that you're going to need. And to bring this to life, I want you to think about the first project that you ever worked on. When you first went about this project, you likely went through lots of different learning lessons. You hit loads of potholes, you hit loads of speed bumps, and it also probably wasn't your best work. If you look back at it now, you're probably a little bit embarrassed. That's very normal for a lot of people. This is why the first skill that an agency owner needs to have before anything else is expertise. You need to be able to know your product and the outcome that you're looking to accomplish inside and out. Without it, you are not able to build an agency because you're going to potentially damage your reputation. You're going to potentially have clients exiting the back door as quickly as they're coming in the front door, which doesn't create for a sustainable growing business. But even if you know that you're an expert, how do you convert prospects into paying clients? Imagine that you are being pitched by 2 different agencies, and one is amazing. They're really able to articulate exactly what their service entails, how you're going to accomplish the outcome, exactly what the ROI is, and exactly what each step of their system is going to look like. And the second agency is a bit vague. They're not able to articulate in detail exactly what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. And while the second agency may be far superior, have better talent, more and a higher likelihood of being able to accomplish the outcome, you're never going to actually be able to get that. And ultimately that expertise is all for nothing if they can't articulate it. So why the second skill that every founder needs is to be able to have sales ability. Without the ability to convert, you will not be able to generate revenue and ultimately not have a business at all. So you have the expertise and the sales skills now, but even being a very skilled salesman or saleswoman is only going to get you so far, because if you keep selling new project after new project, that's all well and good. You only have so much time in a day. This is why the third skill an agency founder needs is strong management and leadership skills. You have to be able to deliver upon the promise that you've been selling in the first place. You need to be able to elevate the talent of others, have them driving your agency and your clients to success. Otherwise, you'll have 2 potential outcomes, either a glass ceiling that you can't grow anymore or a ruined reputation, neither of which you want. But once you're able to manage people and bring in more projects, you're going to need something else to manage the growth, and that is solid financial management skills. Here's the thing that I want you to recognize is that so many agencies, as they grow, end up becoming less profitable by percentage. And so your profit in a lot of instances kind of just plateaus while revenue continues to grow. And all that does is create more risk for you. And that is because in a lot of instances, the price point didn't adjust, you weren't looking and managing your business by the numbers, and you weren't able to actually create operational efficiency in what you were doing, or recognizing exactly what was necessary to deliver on the project. When you have good financial management skills, you can make augmentations, have good profitability, allowing for you to have the financial resources that you need to continue to grow. An incredibly important skill that every agency owner needs at this stage. So in my opinion, these 4 skills form the backbone of any agency. But you cannot continue to do everything on your own. And if you try, you are going to struggle. So these next 2 skills are really going to push your agency to the next level. So I want you to recognize that at so many different components of the business, you are going to have to continue to improve. That is a fact of life and a fact of business. At each new stage of growth, creates and reveals a new potential problem that you are going to have to overcome. But you only have so much time in a day, and you need to start to be able to delegate. But the biggest drawback here that I see so many agency owners get stuck is that their ego ends up being brought into it. You're that fire outputter, you're that whack-a-mole person, And you need to be able to delegate an outcome to someone, creating a leadership team that can help improve upon your system and your agency as it continues to grow. So you can focus where your attention is needed most while continuing to improve upon the other components of the business that are incredibly necessary. By the way, if you want more details on exactly how to set up this type of system, you can download our free book, The Agency Blueprint, in the description below. The most important and most powerful skill that you're ever going to learn is the ability to cast your vision, the direction that you are headed. Recognizing that your business is a bunch of puzzle pieces that need to work together to allow for the successful outcome or that pretty picture to become the fruition. But if people don't actually know what that picture looks like, they're never going to be able to put those puzzle pieces together. And each person needs to understand how what they are doing creates for that inevitability. This ability to be able to captivate a room, to be able to motivate a team, is going to allow for you to be able to continue to grow exponentially, because now you have the power of every single one of your team members driving your ship forward, allowing for you to reach whole new heights and whole new places that you never thought you were able to before. Now you know the skills you need to hit $1 million. But how are you going to get there? Well, check out this video where I explain the exact steps you need to take.